Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Goesin Company. We are truly honored to have you here with us today. Thank you so much for joining our journey. And allow me to introduce our team first. Next. The first is Oriza Ananda Ramadhani as President and overall leaderships, and the second is Muhammad Hanifan Jaya Imansyah as a VP Marketing, and the third is Ivan Dwi Cahyo as a VP Manufacturing, and the fourth is Riza Kusmawardana as a VP Business Analytics, and the fifth is Natasha Putri Aprilia as a VP Sales Management, and the sixth Muhammad Iqzirul Jamal as a VP Accounting and Finance. Next. And welcome to our company profile. Company names, Goesin Root and Race. Brand names, Goesin since 2025. And this is our email and this is our address. Next.
Okay, review financial market and manufacturing and during the second year. Next. Okay, the first we will talk about our total cumulative performance of balance scorecard. As we can see in this slide, our total cumulative performance of our balance scorecard has ranked the top two position with a score 5.459. Next, financial performance. Our financial performance experienced a significant increase in quarter 8 or the last quarter with a score of 21.66. Next, market performance. Our company's market performance in quarter 5 or the beginning of the second year experienced a decline in quarter 8 with a score 0.36. Next, manufacturing productivity. Our company's manufacturing or operational productivity has increased significantly due to high demand for our products. Next, and our asset management in quarter 8 or the last quarter with a score 1.31.
Okay, next marketing strategy and sales channel. Next, number one, market share. Guasin had a stable 20 to 30% share, consistently behind the cycle, but with a loyal customer base. Number two, average price. With price around 900 to 950, Guasin positioned as a mid-range brand, maintain stability. Number three, total demand. Demand grow with sell, showing Guasin meet market need and gain acceptance. Number four, internet marketing budget. Marketing spend rose gradually, peaking in quarter 7, boosting visibility without overspending. Next sales channel. Number one, total number of salespeople. From quarter 3 to quarter 8, Westin grew its team to 40, showing steady plan growth. Number two, number of store. Westin expand from 0 to 4 store by quarter 8, slower than the cycle but steady. Next, number three, number of units sold. Sales top 3,000 units by quarter 8, reflecting growing traction from mid-game. Number four, sales for expense. Cost rose steadily with team size. Westin spend less than the cycle, staying efficient. Number five, store expense. Cost fluctuate but stayed moderate, showing careful retail budgeting. Next.
Okay, next is manufacturing strategy. Next, this is data from our manufacturing strategy group, starting from fixed capacity, operating capacity, maximum overtime per day, stock out, excess capacity, and total production cost. Next, this chart illustrates the manufacturing data and performance explained in the previous slide. Next, financial strategy. Next. We monitor 24 key financial indicators across our operation. Next. This chart displays data on cash, total debt, earning per share, and net income. Next. This chart display data on net profit margin, return earning, revenue, and total asset turnover. Next. Number 3, assess business strategy and performance during second year. Next. Comparison taken again the business plan. Next. Business plan and actual result. The following table outline a comparison between initial business plan and the final result. Starting in quarter 5, in target segment, we changed our focus from the mountain segment to the speed segment due to more promised market opportunity. Average selling price, there is a difference in the average selling price as we recalculate the price based on more prices data for the target region. Next. This is continuation of the business plan and implementation. Next. Continue comparison business plan and implementation. Next. Final comparison business plan and implementation. Next.
Okay, next, departure from the business plan and justification. Next. We are not continuing with truck bike because their brand profitability at performance and customer perception are low. Aerodynamic bikes are performing better, and we are seeing good result as we expand that segment. We are also improving our work bikes as we believe they have strong potential. Next. Review significant events that affected our company and our market. Next. One thing that helped our company was using R&D and license. In quarter 5, we bought one R&D to improve our product. In quarter 7, we add another R&D for aerodynamic bikes. Next.
Okay, next, review goals relative to performance for key performance indicators. Next. From the table above, we can see that our company cohesion route and race did not fully reach the targets we planned for the final quarter. The actual result compared to our projections are as follows. The demand was 3,005 units, while we planned for 3,520 units. The revenue reached 3,151,000, lower than the target of 3,860,000, and the net income was 209,000 compared to the expected 538,000. The gross profit was 1,476,000, while the target was 1,857,000. The return on investment was negative 50%, while we projected 20%. The earning per share was 5, while the projection was 12. Although the actual results were lower than our targets, these informations help us to see what needs to be improved. We can use this as a learning point to do better in the next quarter. Next.
So for the next one is the goal that we achieved from first to last quarter. Next. So in the first place is we able to be in the first place brand adjustment in a first segment. So our main segment is speed bikes. We develop 4 brands and 3 of them achieve the highest brand adjustment in their respective segment. Next. And the second one is to get the best rated ads of all time. So we create 6 advertisement, 3 of each segment, to ads for our primary segment, speed bike, achieve the highest adjustment score, reaching a score of 81. Next. And the third one is we able to lower our excess capacity. As you can see in the presentation, we successfully reduced excess capacity from 5% in Q7 to 2% in Q8. Next. The fourth one is we able to increase demand. We managed to increase our demand from 2,286 units in Q7 to 30,005 units in Q8. Next. And the last one is we are able to increasing our net income. We continuously aim to gradually turn our EPS positive, although we experience a significant negative dip in Q5 due to high expense. We are glad our net income improved by the end of Q8. Nice. This is the goal that we cannot achieve. Next. We can be the first place in balance scorecard is because we lost to Bicycle. They had a better start while they begin improving in Q5. We were still facing major loss. However, we are grateful to be in the second place and believe that if there were another quarter, we will be able to overtake Bicycle. Next.
Preparing for future competition. Next. How we prepare. To prepare well, the first thing we did was build a strong and reliable team. Having the right people working together help all our tasks run smoothly. Next. What were the lessons learned? Next. Through this simulation, we learned how to adjust our product price based on the market situation. It also helped us improve our individual work skills and, more importantly, taught us the value of teamwork and good collaboration within a team. In the business world, we need to be prepared to face strong competitors. One important lesson is that our products should have unique characteristics that make them interesting and different. That's why we can stand out in the market and attract more customers. Next.
Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our presentations. Thank you for your attention, and now we will be happy to answer any question you might have. Okay, from Cyclosphere, your questions.
Okay. What strategy are taken to improve market performance most effectively?
Okay, very
you.
good question from Cyclosphere. I might answer your question. So our key point here is segment prioritization and brand positioning. So we strategically focus on the speed bike segment as our primary market by developing 4 distinct brands, 3 of which achieve the highest brand judgment score in their respective category. We position ourselves as strong competitors in the segment. This focus enables us to tailor our marketing and R&D investment more efficiently toward the segment with the most growth potential. Yeah. That's from our company. Thank you for the question. That's a very good question.
Okay, next from Bicycle Company, please ask your questions.
Okay, thank you for your attention. So my name is Gunawan Rajasuran and I'm the one of team from Bicycle. My question to Question is, how did Question respond to competitors' move, and do you guys think a different approach could have improved your outcome?
Okay, thank you for your good question, Zura. Goisin responded to competitor by following market demand with product differentiation and effective marketing. We focus on the bikes that perform well, like aerodynamic bikes. A more aggressive strategy like fast expansion might have a quicker result, but it was too risky. We choose a safer and more stable way to grow the business. Thank you.
Okay, last but not least, from Manifest Company, please ask your questions.
In the last quarter, what is the most important support in increase your company?
Okay. Thank you for your question, Mas Rehan. I will answer your question. The most crucial factor helping us grow our company is our brand design, which perfectly aligns with our customer desires and market segmentation. This has led to continuous product demand growth a quarter.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that's all about our company performance. Thank you so much for your attention. If there are any mistakes, we are so sorry. Have a great day. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.